Hey guys, Zane here and Basil, and we're waiting for Mackenzie outside the bank right now, so I thought I'd do a quick video. This car seat is not ours, by the way. We do not have a kid yet, but I wanted to talk about should you quit your job and start a business, because it's a very interesting topic for me. I enjoy talking to people about it who are interested in it, and I have helped people quit their own jobs and start a business. So I wanted to, offer some advice to you and kind of what happened based on my own experience. So just know that I'm very largely biased, and I will probably 9 times out of 10 say that you should quit your job and do something that fulfills you. And usually that means starting a business in an area that you're passionate about, in an area that you're interested in. Because the truth is most people aren't in a job that fulfills them. And I saw a statistic that said, like, I think 30%, 30 to 50%, I could be wrong on that, of college graduates actually get a job in the field that they got their degree for, right? And the truth is we're just in a age where most people are unhappy with their jobs. Most people are not happy with the amount of money they're making. Most people aren't happy with the time off they have, and doing something that maybe doesn't fulfill them really. So I think that life is way too short to not be doing something that you really want to be doing, to not be doing something that truly fulfills you, that makes a difference in the world, that's meaningful to you. And that's what I love about starting a business that provides value to other people. And I've said in the past that, like, most people are motivated by money when they're quitting their job and jumping in and starting a business, which is totally fine, because in my opinion that's a gateway to something deeper, to a deeper meaning. And being motivated by money at first is you realize that doesn't really stick. You realize after starting a couple businesses that are motivated by money that you would rather do something that is meaningful to you, fulfilling to you, that adds value to other people. And there's miserable rich people in the world too, and it's probably because they're not doing something that fulfills them. So I'm getting a little bit off topic here. So should you quit your job? Again, my answer is usually gonna be yes. It's it depends on your situation and where you're at right now. Just from my personal experience, so I tried to start my business, which was e-commerce. That's what I first got into because I thought I would make a lot of money in it. I tried to start a business for 2 or 3 months while I was working a full-time office job. And that's just not a good situation. I would recommend you go all in or don't. Because I was trying to start this business alongside my job and I was getting nowhere. I was working from 8:30 to 5 or 9 to 5 and working this office job, sitting at a desk all day. I had an office job that I truly didn't enjoy, that I truly wasn't fulfilled from. And then I would get off work, go work out for a couple hours. So by the time I got home, it was like 8 or 9 o'clock. And then I would work on my business, like, for the little time I had until I had to get up and go to work the next day, right? So I would work on my business from like 9 o'clock or 8 o'clock to 11 o'clock or midnight. And that's a tough situation to be in, because most people, when you get off work, you just want to relax, or you just want to get ready for the next day. And so going home and then starting a new project and shifting your brain from your job to your business is tough, let alone having the willpower after you've been at work all day and dealing with people, again, especially if you're doing something you don't enjoy, then trying to have more willpower to work on your business and having the focus to do that. And so I realized that I wasn't getting anywhere. And when I quit my job, this was about 3 months in, what really pushed me over the edge was, like, I was sitting at my desk and I was like, I can't do this. I can't do this anymore. I can't do this for the rest of my life. And I know a lot of people are in that same situation. And so I'm the type of guy that likes to burn my ships, to give myself only one option, because I believe that as humans, we have a massive capability to conquer adversity, especially when it's our only option. I think that there's very little you can do to like mess up your life to the point of no return. And in my experience, you know, I've always found a way, and it seems like people always tend to find a way. And so that's what pushed me over the edge. I was like, you know, there's no and again, there's no best time to start. It's either now or never. There's no great time to start, because if you start a year from now, think about if you started right now and all the progress you could have made and all of the lessons you could have learned over that year. So I quit my job with no money saved. I had no money saved at all, and I probably had like $1,200 worth of bills due, and I didn't really know what I was doing yet. And I am very fortunate to have been with my girlfriend for 3 years now and live with her when I quit my job, and that was a huge help for me and a huge support system. And I know a lot of people don't have that, and that is a huge help when you're doing something like this, because most people are going to be negative. Most people are that's just how they are. They're comfortable, and you wanting to do something with your life shines light on their own situation and realize that they're not doing much. And it's completely normal for friends and family to want to keep you where you are. And that's just something that you have to, that's just something that everybody goes through when they're starting a business. But you have to realize that they're not going to pay your bills. They're not going to, you know, help you live the life that you want to do. And most of the time they don't have the results you want. So why listen to them? So just do your thing. So yeah, I have a girlfriend that fortunately I live with. I quit my job. I had about $1,200 worth of bills due. She was a little bit worried, but very supportive nonetheless. And so I figured it out. I knew I had to make something work, and I know that's really scary for people, especially if you have a mortgage to pay, especially if you have a family and all these bills due. But I think in a lot of situations, you need to kind of put that pressure on yourself, because if you're comfortable working in a job you're in, if you are getting a check every month or every couple weeks that's paying the bills, and you're comfortable, and starting a job or quitting your job, especially if it's like a career, and starting a business is scary, then if you're comfortable, then you're a lot less likely to really start a business. And so I think you need to burn your ships. You need to give yourself no only option and say that I have to make this work, or I'm not going to eat next month. And that's what it takes a lot of time. But it is so rewarding once you do figure that out. You have to be confident in your ability to figure it out. And I know everybody is capable of it. But it is so rewarding once you do figure that out, and once you have free time, and once you can go on vacation whenever you want to go. You don't have to request time off. I can leave at the drop of a hat. I mean, it's not always the most productive thing to do, you know, because you still have to be disciplined enough to work. But I could leave at the drop of a hat if I wanted to, and go wherever I wanted, and stay there for as long as I wanted. And the ability to do that I realize I'm very fortunate to have that ability, but everyone has the opportunity to do something like that. Everybody has the opportunity to set their own schedule, to make the income they want to make, and make the impact they want to make. And I don't want to turn this into like a super motivational Gary Vee video, but if you're unfulfilled, if you're not making the money you want to make, if you're working a job you hate, if you don't have time off, if you don't have time that you want to spend with your friends and family, then life is way too short to not do something about it. And if you are working a job that you find fulfilling and you're happy there, then that is awesome, and I support that too. I think if that's what's best for you, then keep doing that. And I'm making this video and I'm giving you this advice because that's not the case for most people, unfortunately. Most people are doing something they don't want to be doing because they need to pay their bills. But once you push past that initial hump, like when I started, I did not really figure things out and make a consistent income for 3 to 4 months. And my girlfriend had to help, pay some of my bills, like my phone bill, those first few months. And that sucks. Like, I was so ashamed, I was so embarrassed of that. But that's just something you gotta, like I said, I was fortunate to have her, and it's just something every entrepreneur has to go through for the most part, because you're not going to succeed right away. I don't want to sound pessimistic or anything, but very few entrepreneurs do, because it's new to you. And going through school, we're not taught to be entrepreneurs, and we're not really taught business at all. So when you jump in, you're like, okay, what do I do? And but it's so fulfilling, it's so rewarding afterwards. And there's a reason that most of a good majority of the wealthy people in the US are entrepreneurs, and the 1%, because it's tough, but it's so rewarding. And a year later, I got to take my girlfriend to Italy for her birthday, all expenses paid. And I wouldn't have been able to do that. I wouldn't have been able to get that time off if I was still working at my job. So this video is getting a little bit longer than I anticipated. But to wrap this up, if you're thinking about doing it, then before you go totally balls to the wall and jump all the way in without knowing if you're gonna eat next month, figure out like a basic plan of what you want to do, how you're going to make it work, and what you need to do to pay your bills for the next month. Because I knew that I wanted to do Shopify, I knew that I wanted to do e-commerce. I said, okay, if I just sell this many things this month, then I will be able to pay my phone bill, or I'll be able to pay rent, I'll be able to pay my car bill. So don't have no plan whatsoever and quit your job tomorrow. I mean, if you're confident in your ability to figure out, then so be it. But I think that going through the struggle and going through the first few months of depression, I guess, and battling with it and not making anything work is 100 times worth it once you do figure out and you're fulfilled and you have the life that you dreamed of and you have control of your income. I know I keep saying this stuff, but I can't stress it enough. I mean, it blows my mind that more people don't try to do this, because I'm extremely fulfilled. I can honestly say that I'm happy, and I'm waking up every morning and doing something that I actually want to do. And what's sad to me is that most people aren't doing that. Most people are commuting hours to work, where they spend all day not doing something that they love and not making a big impact. So if you don't have a support system, I would love to be that. Please reach out to me, and I would love to talk to you about it. If your family's not supportive, if you don't really have anybody to support you in that mission, and I understand how that feels. I've helped friends start businesses and they go through the same shit. So if you don't have that support system, please reach out to me, and I would love to be that for you. I'd love to be your anchor and hopefully give you some good advice if you are thinking about starting this journey, because I would love to help as many people as possible do this and take control of their lives and do something that's not only going to bring them an income, that's not only going to give them freedom, but it's going to be meaningful to them and make an impact on other people. So I'm working a little bit on I'm working on making these videos a little bit less of a rant and more structured, so bear with me here. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please comment down below what you thought. Please subscribe if you found this video valuable, because if you are an aspiring entrepreneur, then I'm going to be posting more videos like this, just wanting to help out. And reach out to me, comment, send me an email, message me on YouTube. I think you can message on YouTube. I don't even know if you can, but reach out to me and tell me if you need help, and tell me if this is something you're very interested in, because I would honestly love to help, because it's what I find very fulfilling. And seeing like having clients This video just keeps getting longer and longer. And having clients that I've literally helped go from working in a 9-to-5 job where they desperately wanted to get out of their situation and be able to guide them to quit that job and start a business and do something that is meaningful to them. Like, seeing that change in their energy and the way they carry themselves has been like, is the most fulfilling thing in the world to me. And helping people go through that same transformation that I went through, but not making as nearly as many mistakes. So yeah, okay, just to wrap this video up, please comment down below. Let me know if you're gonna start a business, if you need a support system. Again, I'd love to help. Please give it a thumbs up if you liked the video, obviously, and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one.